This is what Nigerian parents do. They already tell you what you're gonna be. My father, he's like, so this is what you will do. You will go grade school, then you go to high school, then you go to college, then you will be a doctor.
African family, you got 4 choices of career. Doctor, lawyer, engineer, disgrace to the family.
Yeah, when I said I wanted to do music, my mom was like, so you're telling me that you went to school for 4.5 years to be a rapper?
And that's just the thing about Nigerians. Wherever there's a school, my father went to school out there. Wherever there's a school, there's a Nigerian there. Doesn't matter. It could be KKK University. A Nigerian will be the first one to sign up.
You know the eyes, right?
Oh, yeah.
The
up, down.
I said
yes. How about this? Idiot.
Idiot. My dad always my mom and dad put the J in there. And that means you were just stupid. Idiot.
Idiot.
So she was like, so you're telling me you went to school 4.5 years to be a rapper? She said, hold on. Honey, calm my dad down. Come on, see the son you've made. Yeah, my dad.
She wasn't impressed when I decided to become a comedian. That conversation didn't go very well because I was an engineer. I worked as an engineer for years. I used to work for Otis, repairing lifts. That's what I did. And my mum was proud. Yes, my daughter, she's an engineer.
Yeah, so then my dad would come down and say, oh yeah, tell your father. My mom, I was like, yeah, daddy, I feel like, you know what I'm saying? I want to try to pursue music. He said, you said what? I said, yeah, I want to pursue music. She said, what? My mom, why has God forsaken me?
My father was like, and you're like, all right, cool. So they live vicariously through you. So you will be a doctor. That's what I said. So I have pre-med psychology. That's what I did.
But he'll be happy, you know what I'm saying? Oh my goodness. I'm so happy. I'm going to a very great school. KKK University. Oh! I was talking to my professor the other day, the Grand Imperial Wizard. Yes. No, he's a smart man. He's a wizard, he told me. He said he's so excited, he cannot wait to show me the ropes. Oh my goodness!
My mum picked all our jobs before we were born. When my mum was pregnant with me, someone went up to her and went, what are you having? She's like, I'm having a doctor. And that was it. She picked my subjects at school.
And there was no profanity with Nigerians. My father, I would rather my father say, punk.
Yeah.
But it's worse when they go, you're a fool. Oof. It's harder.
Yes.
No, it's okay, you're a fool. You're trying to be fool. I'm like, that was worse to me. I said, call me a punk or something. No.
Oh my God.
Nigerian parents, y'all are strict too. The crazy thing about y'all parents, they beat their kids and beat the friends too. They beat everybody in that. I was like, whoa, I said, why y'all beating me for? I'm just a visitor.
Goodness.
The wording was so strong.
Yeah, because they would find examples to really insult you to the core of your spirit.
Yes.
I couldn't stand the sight of blood or anything vaguely biological. Just had to switch it up. I was like, Mum, I had to tell my mum the doctor thing wasn't going to work out, but it was all right. I said, I'm going to be an engineer. And my mum was like, engineer? It is on the list? Okay.
You know, when I was pregnant with him and people would ask me what I was having, I told them, a doctor.
I don't understand how this is preparing me for that.
Less talking, more mopping.
And then she turns to my younger brother, you will be the doctor. What is he doing here?
Becoming a doctor.
That is wonderful. When you are done with the floor, come to the kitchen. I have some pots you can clean. Doctor.
My sister especially, you can't wear makeup until this age. Right. Come home at 9 when my father used to say, you see the light there? You see that light? When it comes, you better be in the house. I will beat you there. Yeah. It was just, that's what it was.
And then I left that and decided to become a comedian. My mum was not impressed. She's like, comedy. What the hell is comedy? I'm going to tell my friends in Nigeria, My daughter is a clown.
And Nigerians point with our lips.
Yes.
get this one here. Get that for me.
No, but it is,
Go get-
you know, like this is the, like, especially if you
Latinos
ever
do
around-
that too.
No, they don't do it like
Yeah,
us.
they do.
Because
Little bit.
I could be talking about you and I could be over here and I'm like, and I'm talking, I'm going like,
Yeah.
and if you don't know it, like,
And my father, as a teacher, would be like, you make sure your homework is done. You come in the house at a certain time, you know, all that. So they were strict, reasonably strict, I would say. You know, my sister a little bit harder because she was a girl,
Right.
but they were reasonably strict. My parents were really, I mean, we got our asses whooped, like,
Right.
for real, like, you know, that kind of ass
Right.
whoop, you know.
You got a late. And 1B plus. Trust me, that's all my parents will care about. My parents would throw me a parade if I had grades like that. Just give it a chance. You got a B. A B. Oh my God, why was I not a barren woman?
You disgust me, idiot.
It was an 89. There goes Harvard.
Did I come to America for this? Nigeria is calling this boy. You'll be selling agege bread and butter for a living in Abeokuta.
Everyday video game.
Koma G, koma we, koma tatete. PlayStation X. PlayStation X.
Well, your father's a disciplinarian. You got to go to the library every Sunday. My father said, okay, you go to the library, bring back a book report. You have to. Put it on my desk or I will beat you. You understand? And we're like, let me get that. Let me go write about the ants real quick, son.
Hey, this is real shit. This is what we would write about.
My father was cool, but education was like, hey.
I did this at my wedding, and I was talking to one of my boys, and I was like, oh yeah, we all point. He goes, what? And I said, watch this, watch. So I did it to my brother at my wedding. I was like, he's like, where? What's going on? Like, he was like this. And then I did it to one of my best friends, and I was like, he's like,
He thought you were throwing
he thought I was throwing a kiss. He was like,
yo, pause.
no, you about to get married. Pause.
Where I'm glad they were the way they were, just immigrant shit. As I look at myself now, I'm like, I'm glad that they were the way they were, you know? My sister was great. My brother, Daniel, and he's still in Chicago. He's a but we were well raised. And I'm surprised I'm even in this business because my family was pretty normal. Like normal.
Like as a Nigerian parent, you're either a doctor, a lawyer, an accountant, an engineer, or a disappointment. So when I was saying that, I was like they couldn't understand. But the thing I shout them out for is, even though they couldn't understand my dream, they still supported me.
I used to do this joke. I go, because one time I was pointing, I was young, but I said, Dad, you see that man? He goes, it's like, what are you doing? You don't point at people. And he would always say, they will just kill you. I go, he say, if you point at him, he will just kill you.
Nigerians are the probably the best in the universe at over dramatic, negative affirmation.
Pointing at this dude, what are you doing? You do this. You do this. Him there, you know? Yeah.
Yeah, right.
It's the lip thing. That's very Nigerian.
It's very, very Nigerian.
Or I know.
And if you hear that, you know they are not satisfied.
I played football for my senior year. And then I got like a scholarship to Memphis State University. I got a couple scholarships as a wide receiver.
Right.
And then my father said, no, you have to go. I don't trust. He didn't trust that. The scholarship shit, he said, you will end up not being able to do your homework. So I couldn't do any of that shit. So he was very strict on that. But they were reasonably strict, man.
You know, you feel like you're doing your thing, you know? Yeah. Like my dad was like, okay, you are doing good in your athletics. In your athletics. This already tells you, like,
when they do this thing, I'm like, yeah.
But then they hit you with the, when are you going to get your master's?
I knew it!
In Nigeria, you're either a doctor, a lawyer, or an engineer, or you're a disgrace to the family. That's the law. Try telling your parents you want to be a photographer or YouTuber, and they'll look at you like you just confessed to a crime. So you want to be snapping people for money? My friend, go and read your book. Education is not just important, it's sacred. You can fail 9 subjects and pass 1, and your mom will still say, at least you tried. But fail mathematics, and your life will flash before your eyes. So you cannot add 2 plus 2? Your mates are in NASA. And report cards? That's another level. Your dad will call a family meeting to question your grades. Come and explain to me how you got 38 in physics. What happened to the remaining 62? Nigerian parents also have a master's degree in comparison. Look at Chinedu, he just bought a car. You'll say, but mummy, Chinedu is 45. And she'll reply, does he have 2 heads? You can't win. Even when you're sick, there's no pity. Cough once and you'll hear, "Go and drink Agbo before you come and give me hospital bill." That bitter medicine is their answer to everything: fever, stress, heartbreak, even bad results. But the truth is, Nigerian parents mean well. They shout, they compare, they overreact, but it's all love in disguise. They just have their own dramatic way of showing it.